With my income and monthly amount of money to put into stocks, I won't get rich before I'm retired. Crypto, however, opens doors for people like me. We are currently in a very bearish market, but you don't know what the future brings. That's why I'm laying low at the moment.
So you still own crypto?
Of course. Didn't sell, didn't lose.
Well, I think you're still making a bad choice by throwing your hard-earned income away for that weird internet money.
Back in 2021 you said something different when I doubled my money with Cardano and Ethereum.
Times have changed.
And times will change, I know for sure. Soon crypto will be coming back up again. There has not been an asset in the world that has had a return like Bitcoin during its full lifetime. It's about the long term. You might be right at this moment, but the future is still undecided.
Guys, lots happening. I reached out to a lot of people after the conference in Singapore, a lot of hype, a lot of enthusiasm. Something that came up a lot was this Friends.tech. So we've now got this on Bitcoin about 12 hours ago. A company called Alpha, they actually reached out to us. Baloo, what can you tell us about that?
I've kind of been ignoring Friends.tech, honestly, because I think it's the latest and greatest hyped Ponzi. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to just own shares in somebody's social media account unless they're sharing profits with you, which they're not. But anyways, that aside, there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of people excited about Friends.tech, and maybe there's something that I'm missing that I don't quite understand about Friends.tech, because the hype has made it into Bitcoin with the new abilities that ordinals can do. You can do this kind of stuff with ordinals now. You can create shares of a social media platform with ordinal inscriptions. So people are trying a lot of things in the ordinal space, and I think that's overall bullish for DeFi on Bitcoin. You know, it's very primitive right now, but I see more innovation on Bitcoin than anywhere else. So
is it shitcoins on Bitcoins? Is that what we're saying?
It's shitcoins on Bitcoin. But hey, we're inventing smart contracts. We have DeFi protocols. We are, moving towards liquidity pools. We have NFTs. Like, yeah, it's a lot of the same bullshit. In my opinion, it's, 90% of it I would never buy or endorse, but it's still innovation. It's still moving the space forwards.
Quickly, just very, very quickly on that note, the Bankman-Frieds, the parents are now being sued by their son's company. So wonderful. Well done, Bankman-Frieds again. A lot of interesting things happening with, the banking space at the moment. ANZ, a big player in my part of the world, talking to Chainlink. Here's a quick clip of that.
And notice that we've got Chainlink identified in Avalanche, BNB, Cardano, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, and even Terra. So the point is that Chainlink is in almost every chain, or at least the capability. So no matter what chains are being built out there, I shouldn't say no matter what, but likelihood is I think Chainlink will continue their development. But the point is that as we see more and more chains start to disperse into the banking system, that Oracle position is going to be huge. And of course, Chainlink is the one that kind of plays into that.
Right when I got into the space, sort of 2016, 2017, these same people in Australasia were looking at stellar lumens. So they were doing a proof of concept around international settlements, making the banking system function better. And, 7 years later, it looks like we're sort of starting that whole process again. So if you're watching this for the first time, or you're just sort of learning about crypto, I guess my biggest statement to you as a newbie would be, you're not too late. We've just been too early in many respects. Are you guys disillusioned with what's going on, or are you excited compared to previous years?
I'm extremely excited. I feel more prepared from an emotional point of view than I've ever felt. I feel more prepared to navigate a price cycle than I've ever felt. My trading is dialed in, and my fundamental analysis is dialed in, and I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm, in the previous cycle, I got on trends early, but I wasn't at the beginning of a trend.
Yeah.
I was able to identify things that were happening in the market using technical indicators. Now I'm at the beginning of shit.
If anything, I've been through what you're asking. If we feel that, I've been through the pain and the self-doubt, or the just giving up. But I've gone through all those emotions already a lot. It's good. You kind of overspend your energy on, being disillusioned that you come right back full circle. At least that was my case, is that yes, the world is full of lying scumbag, grifter, all kinds of people that are trying to just, take you for everything. That's the way it is. But this space is the most exciting and innovative and weird and wild and fun. I mean, it's everything. It's like math nerdery times a billion, but then it's also gunslinging. I mean, it's like everything that you could ever possibly want. If you're quiet and introverted, it's perfect for you. If you're a maniac, it's perfect for you. So, I mean, I'm into it.
We did a series called Hard Fork. We started with the guy that effectively invented blockchain, a guy called Scott Stornetta and his partner Stuart Saber out of Bell Labs in the US. They invented timestamping. They invented blockchain. He was a highly impressive man for me. And, follow that series. If you're new to the space, what I really want to impress upon you is, please, at this point, understand the basics. And it really is quite basic, right? People that want to learn, that's what I'm saying. Here are the links. Go learn this. Then you'll understand what to invest in. Jesse, any other advice for people? What are you saying right now at this point?
I live in a tropical area in Southeast Asia that is really going through almost no similar issues as my home country of America. The things that are going on here, they have their own issues here, of course, but I can't even remotely relate to the lives of even some of my friends who live in, whether it's Santa Monica and Los Angeles or Texas or my friends in Boston. They're all going through interestingly different experiences from me, not just on a personal level, but the country they're living in and the society that they're dealing with every day, and the rules and regulations and all that stuff. It's just so interesting, because really at the end of the day, it depends on where you are in the world. The world is friggin' huge, no matter how much the media likes to scare you into saying that, it's all falling apart and everything. Zoom out, and I don't just mean visually to look at the earth zoom out, but just zoom out philosophically. It's so big. It is so large. We are specks on it. So it's more a matter of, where are you on the planet? Like, adapt to that location. And if you can't, get out of that location, like relocate. If your access to crypto and everything is so hindered that it makes you sick, then maybe you're in the wrong place, as long as you're not being held at gunpoint, maybe you should get out.
You're here. Yeah, I think, a lot of from a foreign exchange, from a Forex point of view, Asian currencies have been very separate from Western currencies, with the exception of China, because China is a huge trade partner with North America. But a lot of the Asian countries, they're self-sufficient. They've been trading and providing what they need for their country and for their neighboring countries for centuries, millennia. And so they're very resistant to what's going on with the Western cultures that are all trade partners and all printing money like it's going out of style, giving out, subsidy checks for you to stay at home and not work, and all this trickle down effect that's coming from that. These Asian countries didn't have that, so they're gonna fare better.
When I first came to Thailand back in the early 2000s, it was clear to me. I was like, okay, it's a third world country. And then, living in Bangkok for many years, I was like, it's a third world country, but this is a first world city, a pretty modern city. And then years down the line, now when I look at Thailand, I think, holy crap, there's so much of Thailand that is more advanced now than back home. The way that you can pay for your food or for your items or for your gasoline, it's like this. And then on top of that, they manage to know what's coming. And they're harnessing the important parts pretty well. And look, Thailand is like, and this is no shot at Thailand, but they remind me of Mexico in a lot of ways. Is they're chill, relaxed. People like to, take a nap on the hammock, and like, it's very much the style out here. And yet, where it counts, I mean, they've got this ID, the NDID has been rolled out now, where BitCub, which is one of the largest crypto exchanges in Thailand, in order to get your funds into Thai bot now, you need to go through the NDID system, which means you have to be like, biometrically fully scanned into their system. And that's the only way to exchange that money now. Once you're in, all will be well. And you can just go ahead and do your thing. It's just, you got to be in the system. And even for someone like me to even be touting that as a good thing at all, it sounds strange because I'm kind of anti-system in every way. But a well-organized system that works and does have the people's best interest, at least somewhere in the white paper, that's fine for me. Like when you think of Star Trek, the next generation Star Trek, the world in Star Trek days is super centralized and super autonomous with AI and all kinds of eye scanning, but it's a harmonious civilization. So I'm into it if it's working and it's not completely run nefariously. Question is, will it ever not be?
Keeping it current, because it's very recent, that, the Citibank document, one thing they say in there is a decentralized form of an ID for the internet. I think if we can get something that's decentralized, it's going to remove that whole sort of George Orwellian 1984 type life that we all are terrified by. We want a global economy. We want to be able to move around freely, and we want to be able to move to places where a government or a country or the people have said, hey, if you're like this, you're welcome. But if you're like this, just get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The crypto space will be able to solve a lot of these issues. But I do see two different paths evolving, ultimately. It's going to be the people that are into the global free economy, and the ones that are getting trapped
with these closed systems, and we're using new technology to create these closed systems. At the same time, we have this open system. So yes, the open system is less popular. Yes, it's less mainstream, and a lot of people don't know how to use it. But if you have a better system, people are going to navigate over there. So that doesn't necessarily mean that the closed system is going to fail. It just means that the closed system should get better, because if it's not good, it's going to cause people to go to the open system. So it's going to be a very interesting decade for sure. We're going to see a lot of probably pretty crazy stuff in terms of borderline totalitarian control, but a lot of this innovation is here, and the governments want to use it. It's just, are they going to use it appropriately? And I hope Bitcoin can be a tool to hold them accountable in their decisions.
Yeah, and I think to sort of close out this show, choose light or dark, choose who you are, and be true to that. If you get kicked off and you're going to go find something else to do that with a smile on your face. Stick to your morals if you think they're good ones. If they're not, then maybe have a think about what you're doing. But look, as I say, we do this for free. We hope you appreciate it. And we're doing our best to educate people.
I have to share this. I have to share this message. I have to try and convince people that, cryptocurrency is a hell of a lot more than just making money. It's nice, but it's certainly not what this is about. And, if you resonate with that message and you do want to keep in contact with us, diversify your connections to us, because we could be taken down on YouTube. And if all that you have as a contact with us is YouTube, we're fucking gone. Get into our Discord, follow us on Twitter. We might want to entertain relaying videos over to Rumble. We're going to do what we can, but if we get cut off, we get cut off, and then we're just going to do our own thing like we probably should be doing.
We know this space. We know how to make money, but we're trying to help.
And that's altruism.
Yes.
Good luck to you.